What it is, what it do. Welcome back, Heist TV crew. Yo, on this segment, I want to touch on this Tupac and Keefe D thing. This Keefe D getting arrested for Tupac murder and all this stuff. I've been getting so much DMs and calls and things to deal with that. You know, to touch on this segment, on this topic. You know, little something though. I'm going to try not to delve too deep on it, no more, pause. You know, try not to delve too much on it, There's other things going on in this world, man. I gotta get to other things, man. Like this war that's going on right now in freaking Israel and Uganda and all that. Like, it's going down. This could be a government distraction for us, you know. They call it the modern folks, the in-town folks. Probably distraction for us, but I want to touch on this because even my pops called me up and like, yo, man, what you think about that, man? Like, should do a show about that. So I want to touch on this right now. So let's get into this, man. No chatty patty, but it's chatty patty. So let's get into this, man, right? Now, it's deep with this thing right now. It's not even like it's a 1-2 topic right now. So I got my little notes and things like that. So we're gonna get to it. So now we dealing with this Keefe D and Tupac thing, right? Keefe D arrested for Tupac murder after 27 years, right? So now we got to think now. Let's break down some key factors of this. 27 years and all that. Keefe D. Let's factor number one. Let's train of thought. I'm hearing other things, but get back to the train of thought. The factor one, like, how many of us think that Pac still alive? That Pac faked his death? Show of hands that, show of hands or the comments, whatever. Who feel like Pac's still alive? And who feel like Pac dead? I'm halfway now. I used to think full like he was alive. Then I started thinking like, man, he dead. And I'm like, nah, he gotta be alive, man. He gotta be like. Then I'm like, I don't know, right? So to understand what's going on, let's take it back a little bit. Let's look at the little signs that's going on with this man's death, right? Why you got to question if he alive or not. Like, we gotta come on. We go be the hood detectives. We the hood detectives out here, man. Food for thoughts. Heist TV. We viewers. We the hood detectives, baby. We break apart things that the feds, man, the feds know about that, but that's down the line. But let's break this apart, this down, right? So what we gonna go with? What we gonna go with, right? Get the notes. What we gonna go with? The last picture, the last picture of Pac, the most famous picture of him with Pac and Suge Knight in the car. This, we're gonna break down that picture right quick. Analyze that picture, the famous picture with Pac looking like he's a deer caught in the headlights. Like what the, like what's like, is it now or is it going down? What, like, we're gonna break this down, right? So the picture, I never noticed within the picture that is no key in the ignition. Was there no push start back then? If you zoom in and all that on the picture, excuse me, y'all. Zoom in on the picture, you could see that it's a key. That it takes a key. It ain't no push start. It takes a key, but it ain't no key in the ignition. How you at a light? You stop at a light, but there's no key in the ignition. That's one boo-boo factor. That's one okey doke, boogity boo factor, hocus pocus, whatever you want to do, magician factor of it. There's no key in the ignition. Right? So now, what I did notice since back in the days, they showed the car bullet wound, the bullet holes in the car, but it's no blood around the car. The car door open and all that. They show the car door open, yellow tape around and all that. But there's no blood in that area. Like where he had internal bleedings. He had the vest on. I heard that jersey that he wore that day was a vest. That shit was made out of a vest. Like was a Teflon shit. That's what I heard. I don't know how true that one is. But still in all, is no blood around the car. That's fishy alone. Right? So that's like things that make you go, Like what? Right? Dissect that for a moment. Get to that for a little sec. Right? Blood around car. Where we touching that? Where we at? Yeah. That's the most obvious one. We could touch on that. He changed his name to Machiavelli. Right? We breaking down, we dissecting this whole Keefe D thing right now. We dissecting the whole Keefe D getting locked up for Pac murder type thing. Like my bishop said, like, you can't really see what's the problem is if you don't go back. People want they want the jelly and the donut, but they don't want the time to make the dough. They don't have the time to make the dough, but they just want that jelly and the donut. So we gotta take it back. We're gonna dissect the whole thing. So we talking now if Tupac's still alive. Went through that with the car thing. Now, he changed his name to Machiavelli. Everybody know not everybody, but you should know like where he get that name Machiavelli from. From the book, dude Machiavelli. He faked his death. He was losing the war. He faked his death. To trick his enemies. That he was dead. That was pretty much sums up Machiavelli. See, let me get some coffee, y'all. Excuse me. Don't mean to be rude. But yeah, that's what that's pretty much sums up Machiavelli. A guy that faked his own death to, trick his enemies and all that other stuff, or he could come back, whatever after that. Y'all could look into Machiavelli on your own. Right? So he changed his name to a dude that faked his own death. But now, 27 years later, we still acting like, did he fake his own death? Is Tupac still alive? Right? So now, what's that? We done got to the car, right? We still on the topic of, is Tupac still alive? He changed his name to Machiavelli, right? So now, his album was called Machiavelli, The 7 Days Theory. The 7 Days Theory, right? When did Tupac get shot? On September 7th. On the 7th day of September. Things that make you go, Like, all right, the 7th day theory. Your man said he recorded that album in 7 days in a week. He gets shot on the 7th day of September. And he dies 7 days later after where he got shot, what would be September 13th. It's come on, man. Come on, man. What's going on? What's going this is why I can't really pinpoint is this guy still alive? That this is a whole fake of a death thing. I know the Illuminati and these up-ranking Freemasons and all this other stuff, Skull and Bones and all these guys, they like to play with these numbers. They hide things in plain sight, and they do everything by numbers. I know that for a fact. Was Pac down with that? Only reason I'm figuring he was down with that, why did you name your album in 7 days? The 7 days theory. Like, if Pac is a free thinker, so why did you name your album that? End up getting shot September 7th, died 7 days later. It's kind of fishy, man. Kind of fishy, but let's go. Tell you I ain't trying to spend all day with this. I got things to do, you know. But this is touching on the Keefe D thing, right? Now, right? Man, really moment. That bomb. Then later, bomb. So we knocked that out. That's good. We got that done quick. That's the Tupac theory. If did he fake his death theory? Bomb. Done laid all that down for y'all. The picture, the fake picture. The changing of his name to a guy that faked his own death. His album 7 Days Theory. He died on the 7th day of September. He died 7 days later after he got shot. Right? That's a lot of big coincidence. Right? We got past that. Right? That's one factor of it. Y'all make your own, you know. I could give you the information. I can't make you think. Y'all put your own thought process on that, and y'all think, you know, did that make sense? Did Tupac fake his own death? Right? That's one side of it. Now, we're going to see, did the industry take him out? Like I said, they hide everything in plain sight. They hide everything in plain sight. They do things by the numbers. They murder by the numbers. Check that movie out, Murder by the Numbers. And peep how that in the cover of Murder by the Numbers, they got the 3 and the 8. Like in the title, Murder by Numbers. I think that's a coincidence. Yeah, better do that gematria. Y'all better look that up. Now, we're gonna touch did the industry. Did the industry kill Pac, right? We already know, if anybody know Pac, know that, like I said, he was a free thinker. So he said what he wanted, he did what he wanted to do, and he exposed a lot. Now, with me loving Pac and him being my favorite artist, rapping and all that, I can honestly say I know that he sold his soul. He said that he sold his soul in a few of his albums. Then you can hear him interviews that he ain't sell his soul, but it's I think it's levels to selling your soul. But Pac definitely sold his soul on the factor for him to be famous. Cause I guess when he was going through that hard shift, he figuring like, yo, I'm going through all this and like a Heavenly Father and helping me and all this, so shit, I might as well go this way, man, to get me out of the way I'm living. I ain't justifying it. I wouldn't do it personally. You know, rather be broke together than rich alone. That's just me, you know. I know. It's just temporary. It's more after this. After I'm not living in this flesh no more, it's something more permanent. Like, so I'm not giving away something, you know, for, you know, a permanent thing, for a you know, not a permanent situation, you know. Oh, y'all know what I'm talking about. But let's get to it. Now, say that being said, he exposing everything. He's the guy that like he took the oath. Let's be real. He took an oath. We don't know what type of oath that he took, but he took an oath, right, to something. I don't know if he put blood on the paper or what, but he took an oath to get where he was at, the level he was at, right? So now, with that being said, he know with that oath. Y'all know that. Back to that, you gotta keep your mouth closed, man. He ain't keep his mouth closed. That guy exposed everything, from politics to religion to the industry. Ain't nothing that he didn't really talk about. Other rappers are silent on the topics that he talked about. So he broke his oath off rip, like exposing people in the industry, sexuality, telling who's gay and all that. He was not supposed to do that. That's a no-no, Pac, right? So he broke the oath. So that's why once you break the oath, like they destroy your image, your character at first, then they destroy your bankroll, make you broke, then they destroy you. 3 cycles, like they get rid of bomb, everything with 3 with these people. Like that's why they said death come at 3. Why they say that? Because they made that up. But so now, as we know that he exposed and everything, right? So the industry like, yo, we gotta get this dude out of here. We gotta be like, it's like this is the second scenario. If he didn't fake his death, the industry saying, yo, we gotta get him out of here. So this is how we gonna do it. Now, peep game now. See how I said Pac did everything, like his album, 7 days, he got shot, things like that. So now with this industry where he don't control is like this movie Hollywood things. What's his last 2 movies? What's Pac's last 2 movies? One of his last 2 movies was gang related, was called Gang Related. What was the reason they saying Tupac got killed? Why did he get killed? Off of punching a Crip dude when he was with the Bloods, off of a blood and Crip beef, right? So what's that? Gang related. That's called being gang related. He died off of gang relation, gang related, right? And peep it. In that movie, Gang Related, he died in that shit too. So it's so ironic to me that, all right, how did he die? Off of gang related, being gang related. If he wasn't with Suge Knight and them and all this other shit, would that happen? So gang related, right? How did he die? From what? A bullet. What was the last movie that Tupac made? What was his name? It was called Bullet. He died from a bullet. Nobody peeping these patterns. I'm the only one peeping the patterns. It's okay if I'm the only one peeping the patterns, because I'm going to tell the people anyway. I want to tell my peoples anyway. Each one teach one. That's how I move. You know, most said the game to be sold, not told. So, but that's why I'm putting it on here. But I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to give you the information. Can't make you think. This is food for thoughts. But that's how that man died. From a bullet, off a bullet. His last movie was Bullet. And he died in that movie. So, either they knew what they was going to do, like, what's going on now? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Can I get some more coffee, man? It's early. I'm chopping it up with y'all. It's early, man. You know, little energy. Little pick me up organic coffee. Now, right, we touched on that and all that, right? Get to the notes, baby. Told you, man, we the hood feds out here, baby. We hood feds. No cops involved. Hood feds, we breaking cases and all that. That's what we do. Ice TV, man. Food for thoughts, man. Now, let's go. Yeah, we touched on that bomb. All right, Suge Knight. We got through this kind of fast, man. It's kind of fast. So now, the Suge Knight interview. Suge Knight talking about it, right? The only two living that, for the most part, is Tupac. I mean, Tupac. I wish Tupac still was living. But I don't know. He probably chilling in Cuba or something like that. I don't know. Like Suge Knight said it was one day. But Suge Knight and Keefe D, the last of the dying breeds of this. And look, they knocked off Suge. They're like, you out of here, dude. And you know, Keefe D now here. He's still here, but excuse me, they got Keefe D now, right? So I always feel like, for the most part, Suge speak from the heart. So, you know, in us doing this case, you know, cracking this case, we're gonna see, we're gonna hear what Suge gotta say. So like I said in the last one, all gotta hear from the horse's mouth. Like, what Suge Knight feel about this? Him talking from jail. This Suge talking from jail about the Keefe D thing, y'all. Let's go. Let's see how this.
Tell me what your reaction is to the arrest of Keefe D.
Well, surprise number one, because I didn't think Keefe D would never get arrested. Nor do I want to see him get arrested. You know, let's get one thing straight. First and foremost, you know, me and Keefe D played on the same Pop Warner football team. And whatever the circumstances, if he had an involvement with anything, if he didn't have any involvement in anything, who want to see? I wouldn't wish somebody going to prison on my worst enemy.
The DA says that Keefe D was in the car with his nephew, and that presumably his nephew, according to the DA, is the one that shot Tupac, and that it was done with the full knowledge of Keefe. Do they have it right?
There was only two people in the car. And Pac not going to tell the story. I ain't going to tell the story, but I tell you this. And I never had nothing bad to say about Orlando, because number one, he wasn't the shooter. Number two, he came to my hearing and told to let me go and told the truth. They still didn't let me go.
If you are called to testify in this case,
I wouldn't be.
why not?
Yeah, I wouldn't be.
Why not?
Well, number one, because I'm not going to get on the stand and testify on somebody for what?
They seem to be saying that Orlando was the shooter and Keefe was in on it, that he had full knowledge of what was going down, and it was revenge for Orlando getting beaten up by Tupac and his team at the MGM after the Tyson fight. Is that correct?
No.
Then who shot Tupac?
It wasn't Anderson, so that's all I got to say about that part.
To summarize, you are saying Orlando was not the shooter, although you won't say who the shooter was. You are not saying whether Keefe was involved in any way in the shooting. And you are saying that if you're called to testify by either side, you will not comply, you will not testify. Do I have that right?
1,000%. I wouldn't go, I wouldn't testify, none of that.
Yeah. That's Suge for you, man. He doing like a million years. He still talking like he ain't testify. But Suge know what's really going down, man. Suge know what's up, man. All right, y'all done heard that. Suge know what's up. Suge know. Now let's get down to the common sense thing, man. Tupac gets killed in Las Vegas, bro. Off of some common gangsters, right? Dudes that put it in the streets and all that. At a Tyson fight. Y'all already heard. I know y'all had to hear a million interviews is like it's impossible for that to go down like that, how they did it and how it was strategized. So let's say for Keefe D's sake, I was gonna say for Keith's sakes, little pun for Keefe D's sakes. Let's say that they did do it, right? Keefe D and these dudes, whoever. Y'all can't tell me that the feds wasn't involved with this. Y'all can't tell me that the feds wasn't involved with this. I was gonna play a Keefe D interview too, but y'all can look that up, man. Y'all could give another YouTuber some love or something that playing that. But Keefe D was talking about that Puffy gave $1 million and all this other stuff. But let me get to that. But y'all can't tell me how this thing was set up that the cops wasn't involved. But how the feds do it, and we could learn from Malcolm X, how the feds do it is, oh, we got common enemies. We don't like how he been talking and exposing stuff. Y'all fell away. Go ahead, let's go ahead, do it. Let's do it. Take them out. And we see to it nobody get arrested during this time. That's how the feds do it. So even if Keefe D did got paid or didn't get paid and he did it and his clique did it, they can't tell me that the cops wasn't involved, the feds wasn't involved in this. There's no way. You can't pee in my head, tell me it's raining. No way, you can't. Can't tell me that. So we can't escape the fact. We can't just put the blame on the Crip dudes, on the gangsters, man. The feds had to be involved somehow. If they did do it, this idiot Keefe D already said, like in 2019, in the Vlad interview, y'all already know Vlad, we get everybody locked up. He's main federal agent. He get everybody locked up. But Keefe D already said that he was in the car. He gave the dude the gun. He gave one of the dudes the gun to shoot Pop. Either the dude said no, he ain't want to do it. Then he give it to another dude. Then the other dude do it. Shot Pop. Like, and when I'm hearing this at the time he's saying, I'm like, for real, my mouth locked. Oh, Mo, like, yo, this dude really saying that? Then it just dawned on me. I like, he gotta have immunity. I like, he caught a case somewhere, something like that. He snitched on something. He like, yo, man, I'll tell you about the Tupac murders and things like that if I get immunity on it. So if once he had immunity on it, he could speak on it. That's what dawned on me. Then come find out years later, your man get locked for it. I'm like, and then he done wrote a book about it and everything. Like, so now he get locks on it. Like, it's a big game, man. It's a big game, and like I said, this could be a government distraction. I done spent time talking about this when I could have been talking about the war and how to prepare ourselves about the war and stuff like that, which I want to do anyway. But still, like, this is like a big game, man. Like, so your man Keefe D locked up. They saying that a dark-skinned dude, I think it was Gaddafi. Can't quote me. It's not fatal. I think it's Gaddafi from the Outlaws that said that he been knew who killed Pop. He knew what happened. He was gonna tell what's gonna happen, and come to find out, he get killed in Jersey. Somebody knocked on his door. The wife, like, or his girl was like, yo, that's somebody at the door. He like, yo, that's probably somebody here to kill me. He go to the door. He get his brains blown out, like, R.I.P. But it was really there's somebody there to kill him, to shut him up. So this is deeper. You try to tell me Keefe D and them people like that come to the East New Jersey and this man hood to blame them? Nah, that sound like the feds to me. So this Ben was getting out, but now it's all something now is out now. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. If Keefe D and them did do it, then they were just a hitman for hire from the feds. The feds, the industry to get him out of here. The government wanted Pac out of here. He was beefing with politicians. Like I said, he was talking about politics, and that's a no-no. Stay in your lane, black man, rapper. That's how they want us. We ain't supposed to know about politics and talk about politics and all that. Stay in your lane, but he ain't stay in his lane. He wanted us to have our own party. No Democrat, Republicans, a hood nation party. Let's get everybody from the hood. And let's really get votes in and get certain cops that we want in the neighborhoods in and get certain things that we need. Treatments, hospitals, daycare centers. Like Tupac said, why does a church take up the whole block of a building in New York City, but we still got bums across the street? That don't make no sense. They don't want people talking like that, so they had to get him out of here. So the government, the industry, his own labels, Suge, he just had the whole world against him. So even if he took that oath and said, yo, all right, man, I faked my death. I violated, get me out of here. Then got to kill me. Then years later, get my mom's out of here before she could be with me. Mom probably still alive too, just never know. And and that's what it probably was. That's probably like, get me up out of here, man. Let me be in peace then, chilling, or like really killing this dude. Cause the little key factors I didn't touch on, like how he get cremated, right? The dude that cremated Tupac, after he cremated Tupac, he retires and moved to another country. Things that make you go, Y'all ever heard about something like that? I think he got $1 million too. I think they gave him $1 million to cremate him. Yo, the games that these dudes play is so wicked, man. This industry, man. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst, man. Play the game, don't let the game play you, man. You gotta peep the game, man. Peep the game, don't let the game peep you, man. But I'm always gonna be here, food for thoughts, dropping knowledge, the best way I could for my peoples, man. So I hope I touched on this enough, the best of my abilities with this Keefe D thing. The only thing I'm missing, like him talking about Puffy paying him $1 million. I was supposed to have paid him $1 million to put the hit out on him and all that on Biggie. Like, I don't know. Probably Puffy is a scapegoat for the government. They're like, man, we probably, this thing is crazy, man. But I think I touched on this enough, To all my peoples out there, man, make sure you like, make sure you share this video, make sure you drop some comments in the things, if y'all agree with me, don't agree with me, so full of any support, all I say, or like I always say, any support is good support, So make sure you smash that like button, share the video for, the algorithm to get out there and all that, And when y'all see me with these nice little sweaters matching the fitter hats, and then just know that I made this too, King Will Legends, Y'all want to hit me up about that, y'all always could, for the King Will Legends, for the guys, Queen Wear for the females. I got kids clothes too. Check me out, Definitely do music, Heist Records. Y'all can look me up on any platform, King Heist Records. Type in King Heist Records, look me up on any platform. I'm here, man. For the people at that. So, like always, loyalty is royalty. Food for thought. Peep the game, let the game, don't let the game peep you. Until next time. Salute.